What's up, Triumph Nation? Today's featured movement is one of my favorite of all-time exercises, the kettlebell swing. I love it because it's functional and it uses a lot of different muscles and it gets your heart rate up. So it's a great way in a circuit to incorporate some cardiovascular training as well as your resistance. So I have two beautiful ladies here to help me demonstrate different versions that we use here at Triumph Fitness. Holly's going to demonstrate first the two-arm or double-arm swing, which she's going to use the powerful muscles of her glutes. And one thing I want to point out right from the get-go with kettlebell swings, a lot of people seem to hurt their back doing these, and that's because you're not doing it probably correctly. And I'm not trying to point fingers, but when you do this properly, your head and chest, everything should be in alignment, and you're not bending too far forward. You're keeping the weight close to your body so those powerful muscles of the legs can do the work, not your lower back. So if you watch Holly doing this, she's exploding with the hips, using her legs, and what you don't see is she's bearing down as that weight loads and she explodes out of it. She's contracting her core muscles and her pelvic floor to stabilize the spine while she does that exercise. So she could ramp up to a lot of weight, and she's a little female, so because she can recruit the powerful muscles of her legs. Whitney's going to demonstrate the second version that we do, which is a single arm version using a switch. So she is alternating hands. So this involves a little bit of hand-eye coordination, and it kind of makes it a little bit more entertaining because your brain's thinking about, oh, am I going to catch this thing? Or am I going to drop it and everybody's going to look at me? But she's experienced, so that doesn't happen that often, but when it does, it's pretty fun to watch and hear because it sounds like an explosion going off. So finally, I'm going to put both of them in motion together, and this one's a little bit less common, and that is the swing to high pull. So now we're adding in more shoulders to this total body exercise, and we're actually going to be recruiting those. So hopefully they're going to sync up and swing to high pull. So basically using the same kettlebell swing, transitioning into a high pull and adding a shoulder component to the exercise. So great versions of the kettlebell swing, and the ways we scale that, we break that movement down into baby steps. So even if you're new or have never done kettlebell swings, we can take anybody and teach them those movements, and then we can progress it by adding more weight or increasing the speed or velocity or range of motion. You can even do overhead kettlebell swings. So lots of ways, but we want to understand the foundational movement that they just demonstrated perfectly. So incorporate kettlebell swings if you're watching us online. Great movement. If your gym doesn't have some, knock on that fitness manager's door and say, hey, get us some kettlebells, because they're a great exercise. Technically an old school exercise from the 1800s that have made a comeback. So old is new. The more things change, the more they stay the same, all those cliches. But anyway, I digress. We just talked about the kettlebell swing, and incorporate that into your fitness routine and make it great. Catch you next time.